Hello and welcome back to Stacey Chantel's skincare channel, or welcome here if you are new. Today I was chatting with a friend and she said to me that she's skeptical about toners. And so I thought, okay, if she's skeptical about toners, I'm sure she's not alone, and lots of people are probably feeling the way that she is about toners. And hey, most people don't even know what the heck a toner actually is. So let's just dive in here. Let me tell you what a toner is, what it does, how it works, and the different types of toners. The main function of a toner is to balance the pH of the skin. Our skin's pH should be around 4.5 to 5.5, and a toner will help to rebalance our skin's pH. Our skin's pH can be offset by, let's say, your cleanser, an exfoliant, maybe a mask, different environmental factors. That sort of stuff can offset the pH of our skin, so a toner will help to rebalance our skin. Another function of a toner is to hydrate the skin. Being that it's a water-based product, it's going to help to add some extra hydration to your skin, which is really nice to layer under your skincare products to really lock in that hydration. It can also help your products to absorb deeper and better into the skin. Think of your skin as dry. Imagine putting a moisturizer on top of that. Well, your moisturizer is just pretty much going to sit on, maybe it's going to absorb a little bit, but if you tone the skin first, spritz that toner over top, now it's sitting on, and then applying your moisturizer, well, now there's a vehicle to help the moisturizer absorb deeper into the skin. Think of if you have a sponge, a dry sponge, and you just put, I don't know, for a bad example, sour cream on top of it. Well, it's just gonna sit on top of it. And I use sour cream as an example because it's probably the most similar to a moisturizer in terms of texture. Don't use sour cream on your face though, this is just an analogy. But if you put that sour cream on a dry sponge, it's going to just sit on it. Maybe a little bit of it is going to absorb into the sponge, but not really, it's just going to sit on it. But if you wet the sponge first, then put the sour cream on, well, now you'll notice that the sour cream is kind of sinking down into the sponge because it's, again, that hydration, that's a vehicle for pulling the product in deeper. And that's kind of what a toner will do for your products as well. It pulls it into the skin. And with adding a moisturizer over top of a toner, it's going to help to lock in that hydration. Now you're not going to get that evaporation that you would if you would just spritz your toner without putting anything over top. Another function of a toner, and a more recently popular function of a toner, is an exfoliating toner. Now, exfoliating toners, they're almost like liquid chemical exfoliants. You don't need to wash them off, you just swipe it onto your skin about like once a week or so, and maybe build up if your skin is more tolerant, or build up a tolerance, and depending on the product directions for that specific exfoliating toner, it will tell you more specifically how to use it, but generally you don't need to be using them daily and very often like you would a pH balancing toner. Exfoliating toners have some actives in it to help exfoliate your skin. And this will brighten your skin so that it looks more radiant and youthful and glowing and not so dull. Here's a question that a lot of people wonder. Are toners actually worth it? Short answer is yes, they are worth it. I know when I first started out, I was skeptical about toners because I thought, okay, I'm just like spritzing water on my face. Like, it's so unnecessary, I don't think it's really doing anything, and just because I don't feel it doing anything, I don't think it does anything, and that I don't think it matters. But they actually do quite a bit for the skin. I can really feel when I'm working on somebody's skin in the facial room, when I use a toner before a product versus when I don't use a toner before a product. The products just absorb so much better and will just help me get the results that I'm looking for in the facial when I am using a toner. So it's not always a necessary step in a skincare routine, but I definitely do notice the benefits of using a toner versus when I haven't used a toner. Is a toner necessary for everybody? Technically, yes. Technically, everybody will need their skin's pH rebalanced pretty frequently. So yeah, it should be necessary in everybody's skincare routine. Depending on what your skin's needs are, you would use a toner accordingly. So whether you need a soothing toner, a hydrating toner, a firming toner, whatever it is, there is a toner for everybody. But yes, it is a very, very good addition to a skincare routine and everybody should be using one. I'm sure you've also heard it said that toners remove the residue from cleanser, and I was skeptical about that at first. I thought, how can a toner remove the residue from a cleanser? And honestly, it won't remove the residue of a cleanser if you're just spritzing a toner, but if you spritz your toner onto some cotton rounds and swipe it over the skin, then it kind of picks up that residue and deposits the toner onto your skin. So in that way, it helps to remove the residue from your toner or whatever product you've previously put on. I often do that in my facials. After I've removed a product, I'll go over with cotton rounds with toner on them, and just swipe it all over the skin so that there's no residue left over, so that I have a blank canvas to put my next products on. Are the results of using a toner dramatic? No, they're not dramatic, but it's a subtle change that improves your skin. So over time, and honestly even immediately, you will notice that your skin feels more hydrated, more plump, more clean, more moisturized, but it's not going to be a night and day dramatic result that all of a sudden all your skin problems disappear. It's just a subtle way to improve your skin. So I hope that answered a lot of your toner questions today. If you have any more questions about toners, then leave that in the comments and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. If this video has been helpful to you, give it a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.